Haints.
Yes.
Ask her if she'd say a few words. Just a moment, I'm being fine-tuned here.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Haints. Well, as Dottie has pointed out to y'all, they're real. I grew up in Mississippi, full of Haints. All kinds of Haints, little ones, big ones, you name it, all cultures. And they had a tendency to live in houses that you lived in. That's because that's usually where many of them died, sometimes violently. And so they would remain. I had an amazing experience with them because I started seeing things around 2, 2.5, and I thought they were real. And nobody told me they weren't, so I didn't talk to them. And they talked to me. But some of them were not always fun. Some were intrusive, and some had difficult times. And as a child, you don't understand it. But as I got older, I understood it more. So I grew up with them. They were on turn rows. And what a turn row is simply a road in the South that it goes down and it turns.
Right, okay.
And it's gonna turn left or right. And someone will say, go down and take the turn row left. You take the turn row left. And, or you take the turn row at the big old tree. It depends on what was there. And the big old tree had a Haint also. And all the houses we lived in had them. They were in the house, but I did not see them outside. And they used to touch me, and they used to turn off the television, and they would laugh and make sounds. And they were just everywhere. And we called them Haints because the word haunt didn't work. And we're talking about a culture that had a whole history of bringing in meaning and understanding of what someone who has left the body means. And so hating, a hate was something that haunted you. But factor in illiteracy, a lack of education, and a language issue. So I grew up with black folks who still had some African words running around in there. They also had any languages they had been exposed to, because my ancestors were owned by a whole lot of different people. So you pick up words. And so hate simply meant something that was harming you that wasn't an alive being.
Oh, wow.
They were hating you. And usually it wasn't a good thing. And so that's what Haints are. So I grew up with them, and over at Lick, they were there too, the boy and girl running down the stairs. I bothered them. I don't know why. They'd see me coming and go, here she comes. And I started talking to them, and I said, I'm good. I said, you're on the stairs, I'm going down there, I'm fine. And then they became okay. Because they realized that I was new to them. I was a different kind of physical being. They weren't accustomed to me. And they also knew I could see them, so other than the individuals that saw them before, here I was seeing them. But I didn't call them Haints. I simply called them ghosts, or souls that were not out of this realm yet. But when you go down to Mississippi, you're not gonna hear anybody talking ghosts. Everybody's talking Haints. And everybody knows what it means. You talk a ghost, they look at you. Like, what ghost? What's a ghost? You mean Casper? You know. And you're saying no. And then you remember who you're talking to. The word is Haint. Everybody knows it. Everybody still got houses with them in it. Their grandparents are still coming, their children, they still hear the babies crying. All of this is going on. Not a whole lot has changed. We've just simply changed how we talk about it, the way we express it, because people are fearful. You cannot be afraid and work with souls that have left the body. If you are, you will begin to attract those souls, I feel, that are not very pleasant Haints. They're mischievous, and some of them use fear because they themselves are afraid. So it's learning how to work. So that's kind of like my experience with Haints. Thank you.
Thank you.